Welcome to the Boating News Show, brought to you by Powerboat and RIB Magazine. Coming up, we reveal the winner of last week's Helly Hansen prize, a £775 Arga top, and we take a look at some cool accessories for your boating. We've got yet another amazing giveaway prize, and we look obviously at this week's news from the world of boating. Firstly, a shout out to the awesome guys and girls at MDL Marinas, the UK's largest marina operator, who are sponsoring this show. We'll hear more about those guys later. For now, let's start this week's show. So, starting things off, we're going to talk about shock mitigation seating. Now, this has taken the marine industry by storm over the last 10 years or so, predominantly exclusively for the military craft originally. However, this has trickled down to super yacht, chase boat sort of services, and then obviously to the leisure craft and performance ribs, where you see them akin on something like a ribeye or high performance powerboat. Well, we learned that suspension seat manufacturer Seashore have over 200 units currently being built in Seashore's Warsash premises. Now, this is the first time that they've manufactured at this scale for this product, and obviously it's awesome to see a relatively new brand doing so well, especially in the current climate with the pandemic. The guys at Seashore credit the recent upscale in production to securing substantial orders from a customer in the public service industry. Seashore were able to use their manufacturing expertise to quickly increase production and meet the customer's deadlines and expectation. Now, this is really cool to see because this is a builder that has now moved 6 staff onto their production assembly line, rather than originally when they had one person building one unit at a time. So for a British manufacturer and a new British business in the marine industry, this is great to see. It's a relatively new brand, so hats off to them because they're doing a brilliant job. Now, the factory makes all of the components for the shock mitigation units in-house, aside from obviously the Fox suspension ram itself that sits in the middle of the components. The brand's technology and design is really paying off because they've got rib manufacturers and different boat builders from all over the world placing new orders. As well as on top of that, they have defence forces, and as the word spreads, their customer distributors are selling out quickly, I'm told. It's designed, tested and manufactured in the UK, all the products from Seashore, to reduce whole body vibration via an underseat retrofit shock mitigation system. Shock WBV's range comprises of a range for commercial vessels, which is called their C series, and a pedestal series, P series, and for ribs, an R series. As well as hundreds of hours of water testing, the company also tests all the Seashore units in-house on an ISO state-of-the-art drop test facility. So if you want to have a little bit more information on Seashore and their innovative different designs and their manufacturing capabilities, then just drop them a line at sales@seashore.co.uk. So next up this week, and in line with our theme of cool boat accessories for this show, we've learnt that Scanstra have just announced 2 additions to their award-winning waterproof wireless charging range. If you haven't heard of Scanstra before, they're the creators of the Rock Mount, a superb mounting system for your boat that has various different things. They also build navigation pods and mast accessories, and now obviously the whole range of charging devices. These are the Rock Mounts, and this is the sucker pad one that we use for our boat tests. And you clasp it down, and then it's got 2 teeth and it clicks on, and then you've got your body here, which then has various different accessories. So you've got like a phone holder here, GoPro, etc. Really cool brand. So what's with the new product? Well, the IPX6 waterproof 12-24 volt certified waterproof wireless charging range enables charging for outdoor environments without the need for obviously a phone charging cable, something that is a real curse on board a boat and leaves things exposed, especially with the increase of technology with new iPhones, etc., all having wireless charging built into them wires are obviously a thing of the past. Designed from the ground up, this is the world's first waterproof wireless charge system created specifically for use on board, with the unique technology housing IPX6 fully encapsulated and sealed unit. So, new to their product lineup, we have the Scanstra Rock Wireless Nest, a waterproof wireless charging little sort of pocket device which can fit into your boat. Now you can keep your phone in a safe place on board, tucked away, charged and ready to go. We think this is perfect for integration into consoles, seating, cabinetry and a lot more. You simply just slide your phone into the pocket and instantly start wirelessly charging. The super grippy mat stops your phone from sliding around inside. The front lip with an easily accessible thumb bevel acts as a safety barrier and makes sure that your phone actually stays in the Scanstra Rock Nest. Next up, and a topic close to my heart, is the Ocean Cup series, returning this weekend for the Rum Run record attempt. This news comes from two of the nicest and most genuine people in the marine motorsport industry, Nigel Hook and Janet Wilson of 77 Lucas Oil Silverhook powerboats. Nigel is a veteran offshore racer. It's a hyper-professional team. It's a wonderful boat. And really looking forward to seeing these guys back on the water this weekend, aiming to set another world record in the latest Ocean Cup event. The record attempt on Saturday, 10th of October, will be a UIM APBA approved course, starting and finishing at Huntington Beach Pier in Southern California and racing around Catalina Island on an open water course of 112 miles. Now, Nigel is got real pedigree in the sport. He's been involved in it for more than 3 decades and will be joined also by 2 other boats, a 48-foot craft designed by Larry Smith, which I believe Nigel actually used to race a number of years ago also, and a V24 back boat designed by Oki Manafelt. Those are the small 24-foot winged canopied little craft that are highly capable. And they're also looking to establish records in their own right, in their own classes. Alongside Nigel in the Lucas Oil sponsored 48-foot Silverhook craft powered by 2 1550 horsepower engines will be driver Jay Johnson. The pair teamed up in 2017's Ocean Cup from Florida to Cuba, where they absolutely smashed the endurance speed record by 15 minutes, setting a Guinness World Record for the fastest journey from Key West to Havana. Now, the Ocean Cup series was established by Nigel in 2013. The concept was to revive historic races and record attempts, awakening interest in special achievements on UIM recognised courses. So entered into the 30-foot UIM category is the 24-foot bat boat. This is powered by a big Ilmor V8 570 inboard engine. Now this is an Oki Manafelt designed hull. It's the same designer as Nigel's Silverhook 48-foot craft, but a V24 with a massive Ilmor on it is going to go like absolute stink and be a weapon. The Silverhook is a very special craft. I drove her in early 2019 and it's an awesome boat run by an amazing team, and they'll have a wonderful run, all being well. So, schedule for this weekend's event, well, they would have arrived yesterday. Today they'll be having their safety briefing where they get the boats inspected and go through their different briefings, set up their tracking equipment, etc. And then the race is 8 AM local time on Saturday. If you search for Ocean Cup on Facebook or Silverhook Powerboats, you'll be able to follow the event easily. Janet has engineered an amazing live tracking system, so you can really feel part of the action. They have lots of onboard telemetry streamed live with overlapping a little map of the boat. So it's a really cool way to engage. Now, finally on our news, leading UK manufacturer RIBcraft have just delivered a commercially spec'd rib to Dorset Police. Built to patrol Dorset's 98 miles of coastline, the 10.5 metre rib has been custom designed and made to the specific requirements of Dorset Force Support Group. It will be used to tackle organised crime as well as fulfilling search and rescue duties in this area of exposed sea along sort of Lyme Bay. Buccaneer OM26 pool is powered by twin Suzuki DF325 outboards, Suzuki's new generation of lightweight, fuel-efficient outboard technology. These motors provide the RIB with around about a 200-mile range on a single tank and deliver the boat to around about a top speed of 50 knots. Part of RIBcraft's brief was that the boat had to provide a comfortable working environment for a crew of up to about 8 and provide all-season weather protection. To this end, the Buccaneer has a range of design enhancements and innovative features to optimize comfort. This includes probably the most Gucci police boat I've ever seen. It has a beautifully styled commercial wheelhouse, which has frameless reinforced windows that boast an exceptional all-round vision. The window configuration in turn ensures that the cabin benefits from increased sense of space and light. And besides the cabin being insulated and lined to minimize heat loss in winter, it's also fitted with a diesel heater. Shock mitigation seating for the crew, as we spoke about earlier, is perfect for this type of commercial craft and provides additional safety for demanding sea states. The RIBcraft 10.5 has a DNV plan Lloyd's approved hull and is constructed using the latest generation composite throughout the whole of the construction of the boat. The tubes are manufactured in-house, which is quite unique for a RIB manufacturer these days, from heavy-duty Orca Hypalon fabric and clad with a 3mm neoprene layer to help negate damage and wear during the obviously heavy life of this boat. The snag-free rubbing strake has also been fitted to the side of the tubes, which is quite a nice little detail. Twin 315-litre stainless steel fuel tanks are under deck, giving you obviously 630 litres in total. In terms of navigation, the RIB features a comprehensive Raymarine navigation system, which also includes the latest FLIR night vision technology. And if you haven't seen that, jump on a YouTube video somewhere. There is lots of content about it from Raymarine's PR office, and it's a really cool bit of kit integration. So this is a truly awesome boat, and the police crew helming it are going to be very lucky to have such a special office over the next few years. Now, for this week's talking topic, we look at some of the must-have accessories for your boating adventures. And also, if you stay tuned, we're going to also have not only another giveaway, but also tell everybody who the winner is of this Helly Hansen Argus smock from last week. So, one hurdle that we've had to overcome with the Axopar 28, which is our PBR flagship craft, is that when you specify the aft cabin, you do lose the option of that wet bar and sort of cooking area on the back of the boat. Thus, for a really capable exploring craft, you have to kind of specify your own kit to be able to come along and find a gadget that you can cook and do your morning brew on. So this may on the first hand look like a slight drawback, but also on the other side, it gives you the ability to be able to specify your own kit and find the right type of gadgetry that suits your boating style. Maybe you're just only cooking on the beach, for example. We had a look at the different options that were out there, and we think we found the perfect solution for your boating needs. And we're sure that this cool bit of kit would be welcomed in most people's boating go bag or storage locker, and we've been using it a lot. Yeah, we're talking about the Jetboil. Now, while we're talking about it, I'm going to light it up to show you how fast this really is. So we have a little regulator here. Now, it's going to get a bit noisy for a second. While that's going, you'll see that there's an indicator on the side there. So this is a way of really rapid boiling water on board your boat. There's actually no heat coming off the back, the underside of the flame here. It's radiated through like a metal fan system, which makes sure that the base of the cooking pot is evenly heated, and it results in a really rapid cooking or boiling. And you have various different pans available on the Jetboil system, various different sizes and configurations to suit various different budgets, and you can also link them up as well on a number of their different models. So we think that this is going to be like one of the most popular accessories for next year for new boaters, and they've been around a little while, but when people are doing more staycations, etc., and staying on board, maybe your boat doesn't have a galley or you're camping on a beach, etc., then we really think that this is a really cool must-have gadget. And you can see there that it's starting to come orange at the base here. It has a normal gas canister like you would have on any other sort of camping stove, but it really has a really powerful BTU on the gas hob. And then, as you can see, we've been talking for like a minute, and that is now boiled. So I will now close that off, and you can hear that boiling away. So that was what, a minute, and you've got a litre of boiled water. So for your morning brew, I mean, that's pretty much, I think, faster than most electric kettles. So really cool option to have on board your boat. And I would say this as an accessory for the Jetboil is going to be something that you should really have in your kit bag. It's really small, so obviously this one's quite hot now. However, you can, here we go, take it off and have it set up like this. So it breaks apart, it's not all just one system. You can take the regulator off, obviously off a gas bottle as well. And then it also comes, which I've left downstairs, a plastic cap, which then covers this area. Because of the way it radiates the heat, this dispels heat really, really quickly. So already, even though that's been on a hot gas stove, I can hold that for a few seconds and it's already cooling down really, really quickly. However, the water, as you can see by the orange indicator, is boiling and ready to make your tea. Now, I've used this on the Axopar already when staying on board a few times, and it's a really, really cool gadget. So yeah, well worth investing in one of those. So moving on, what do we have next? Well, we have a selection of dry bags, which we're going to have a look at. We have brands of Overboard, Typhoon, and the latest stuff from Zyke. So let's move the Scanstra bits over and take a look. So we have the Zyke 30 litre bag. Let's start off with this one. So this is about £70 and has some really nice features. It's obviously more of a rucksack dry bag. It still folds over in the traditional sort of dry bag way of rolling up the top. So you would put everything that you want in it. You would then fold this and then suck the air out and then clip it down into place. It's really, really nicely made. And yeah, its model name is 30 litre dry backpack. And it also has a bottle holder on the side. Its straps to go over your shoulders are really nicely padded and can take a lot of weight. It's also got some nice cushioning, and the whole thing about it is really nicely designed. It's made from like really hard wearing fabric. So yeah, this is a really nice thing to consider. About £70. You can buy it from various different online chandleries, and yeah, it's a really nice quality rucksack, and I will be taking this one and using it myself for a lot of our camera gear on our boat tests. I think this is going to be a really cool bag to use. They do a small 5 litre in their range, if I just reach across and grab it, which is this little setup, which is another, this is a 6 litre, sorry, bag, which is very, very lightweight. Now, I would use this more on something like a kayak or something that's not going to be too hard wearing. Maybe it just goes like in one of those dry locker type things, or maybe strapped on top of a paddleboard. That's the type of thing I would use for this one, because in all honesty, it's very lightweight, but the seams, etc., it just doesn't feel as quality as the rest of the Zyke range. And also with the competitors here, I'm going to go on to in a minute, I feel that this would be a great bag if you're wanting to use it on something like a paddleboard or something. But anything more than that, I feel for the same money, you can probably get something a little bit more hard wearing than this. Just feels a little bit too sort of plasticky, even though obviously I know all these things are plastic, but you know what I mean. I feel good little bag, but if you're wanting something a little bit more hard wearing than obviously light recreational use, then we can go on to these other ones. So in the same sort of size category as that, we've got Overboard. Now, these are really cool. These are the Overboard Classic dry flat bag is what they call them. And I really like these because they've got a carabiner on them. Now the carabiner is a pretty cool accessory. They open up here to be a 5-litre bag. They're about 15 quid off the top of my head, something like that. And I just feel for the same sort of finish as this one, this is just a little bit nicer. It's got the seamed edges. It's got just a little bit more of an enclosed opening to keep your stuff safe. It just feels a little bit better quality with the sort of tags on the side, carabiner included. It's got the strap. So I would say for the smaller bags, these are really cool. And yeah, we've got a couple here. We've got a black one and we've got a yellow one. So they come in different, obviously sizes, 5, 15, 30 litres. They float and they come in different colours. So if you're looking for something maybe to put a couple of charts in or have for some paperwork, etc., because these are inherently flat, they're pretty good. But yeah, you could use it as a go bag. It's got, what's really nice about it is it's got this little rubber strip in there as well, which naturally wants to close on itself, and then you can then roll up accordingly. But you've actually got a band there that's fixed, so you've got something to be able to actually roll against as you're going, which creates obviously a better seal. So nice little feature. Now, Typhoon have been around for absolute years. They have gone from obviously creating dry suits and things like that, the original sort of yellow offshore dry suits with the sea boots, the wellies that are welded into the dry suits, and they've gone into paddle boards and all kinds of things, and rightly so, because they are a really experienced manufacturer in welding these type of fabrics. So they've created this Typhoon dry bag. It is a 20-litre. And it has a clear pocket on the front so that you can see your contents quickly. This, I would say, is the perfect proper go bag. If you're wanting to put emergency kit and stuff in your boat, and obviously have a grab bag for your passage planning, then I'd say this is really hard wearing. It's got a really thick base to it. All the welds are really of high quality. It's got a strap like the Overboard. It's just really nice thick material. It almost feels like it's made from like a dry suit material. And yeah, just the whole bag itself feels really hard wearing and great quality. So to recap, if you're doing paddle boarding or things like this, then this little 6-litre is going to be a really good and useful bag. It scrunches up because it's so lightweight and small and compact. So when you're not using it, you can just stow it away when you're not using it. However, the quality I think is more for light wear use. So we'll chuck that over there for a second. We then have the Overboard system. So this is a really cool bag, perfect for putting your mobile phone, your VHF, credit cards, etc. in, and it's going to keep that safe. It's got a really nice seal. It's really nicely well made. It's got the carabiner on there as well, and it's inexpensive. You've got the Typhoon bag, which is obviously really nice and hard wearing. It's going to have quite a good amount of volume in it. Not to say that the Overboard doesn't come in a bigger capacity, it's just the ones that we have here. And the material, etc., is really nice and sturdy. And then obviously you've got the big rucksack, the largest in the range of what we're testing. And this is the 30-litre capacity backpack, which has got the bottle holders and different things on there. So really cool range of different bags, and they're all perfect brands to consider when getting kit for your boat, especially if you're boating over winter and you need to make sure that you keep these things safe. So we are going to give away one of the Overboard dry bags. So one of these 5-litre flat dry bags, if you would like to add it to your boating kit, then all you need to do is make sure that you're a subscriber to our YouTube channel and like this video and comment why you should have these dry bags, and we will choose a winner next week and we will send it out to you. Perfect for keeping all of your, obviously, kit safe and dry over the winter months. So last week we ran a competition to win the Helly Hansen Arga Smock. This is a 775 pound ocean racing top, perfect for powerboating or ocean proper hardcore use, and will extend people's boating through winter beautifully. So all you had to do was subscribe, like and comment to our content, to the video last week, and you were in for the prize. Well, we ran everything through a generator, all the different entries, and Kenny Do It Now, a YouTube user, has come out on top. So Kenny, congratulations, this is yours. I'm glad, because the desk is overfilling with boat kit, and you're going to have a real asset in your boating kit. If you haven't won, don't worry. We obviously have the dry bag competition for this week. So again, subscribe, like and comment to be in a chance for winning the dry bags. And obviously when we have new kit come in, we'll do that as well and look to do some really cool other exciting giveaways along the way. A big shout out to MDL. MDL are the UK's premium marina operator, and have over 7,000 berths across their different sites. Stunning locations, really good facilities, great team, and they've also added in some different parks as well, like Wolverston, where you can rent a really nice lodge and extend your boating holiday. Well, I headed down to Wolverston, and in a video coming up soon, we'll be showing you around those beautiful lodges. But big shout out to the guys at MDL who made this video possible. So that's it for today. Next week, we're going to go through the Icon radios and their latest lineup, and we look forward to seeing you again next week. Bye for now.